So welcome back to another video, guys, and today's a short video really, just an update on things. Today being Sunday the 6th of May, and finally summer's arrived, I'm happy to say. Temperature's about 19-20 degrees, which is lovely. I just hope that it stays around for the Isle of Man TT, which is coming up in about 20 days time. So stick around and we'll give you some updates. Okay, welcome back. So currently there's no other loan bikes in the garage to test, so we're out on the Yamaha MT10 SP today, and we're just heading up to do some errands in the South Lakes. So still to come is the ride on the Aprilia V4 Tuono 1100 factory, and also the fantastic Moto Guzzi V85 TT, which is their touring bike, adventure bike, which I thoroughly enjoyed. So those videos are to come in the next couple of weeks. And also to come, there's a 4-year review of this bike, if you're interested in the Yamaha MT10 or the MT10 SP, where I give you my thoughts after 4 years of ownership of this beautiful bike. So things ongoing this week, I'm going down to Piaggio to pick up is the Tuono 660, and that's the factory version that we're letting me have for a couple of weeks, so that'll be fantastic. So stay tuned for the first ride video of that, and also we'll be using it for a couple of weeks, so we'll give you a last ride and final thoughts on that bike. And then following those videos, we'll be in the Isle of Man for the Isle of Man TT races this year. And if you've never been to the TT before, highly recommend go over when it's on 1 year, whether that's during practice week or race week. And one of the things I like about it is that the racing's not every day, so you know, you can watch the racing one day. I think during practice week the roads are open all day until about 4 PM where they close down, so you get a chance to ride the island and explore if you've never been to the Isle of Man before, and go to some of the harbour towns like Peel and places like that. So this year we're going for the race week. Actually not the whole week, we're going on, I think it's Sunday the 5th, and we're heading out from Heysham on the 2 AM ferry, which will be nice. Try and get some sleep on the way there, and I think we get there about 6:30 AM. I'll get off the ferry and head on to the roads and head out to my campsite, which is just about 5 miles from the ferry terminal. I think the campsite was called Glenlough Campsite. It's quite a good one. I stayed there last time, and the circuit's right behind the campsite, so you can actually, if you wanted to, watch the racing from the campsite, just sat on the hedge. Good place to stay and base yourself, really. It's close enough to Douglas that you could nip in on your bike in the evening, or they run buses in and out past that place. So yeah, that's where we'll be staying. We'll be camping, so I will run through my camping gear and my ideal setup for comfy camping, obviously. And also I've been out and bought a couple of new items just to replace some of my old camping gear that wasn't adequate anymore, so we will go through that in a more detailed video where I show you that just before we head off to the Isle of Man for the races. But the videos, there'll probably be about 3 videos that come from the Isle of Man while I'm there, and 2 of them will be including some of the races. Don't know what this guy is doing. Lights are green and he's stopping. Anyway, back on to the Isle of Man. Yeah, so I'll be doing some routes around the island. Obviously we'll do the Isle of Man TT circuit. We'll take in the coastal towns on the south of the island, and also we'll be doing the west coast, looking over towards Ireland itself, and that will be Peel, where we'll probably get some Manx kippers and post those back for the missus. And what else are we doing? So we'll head north, obviously, around the mountain. Also we'll spend some time around and about the paddock, spotting a few people. So yeah, really looking forward to that trip. It's been a few years since I've been, and we'll be taking the MT10 with us, with my my new Givi top box on the back. I've actually ordered a inner bag for that from Givi. It's currently on back order, so I do hope it arrives before I head off, because that's what all my clothes will be going in. Everything that I'll be wearing, or any electronics or anything like that, will go in the Givi top box. And on the back seat I've got my Oxford Aqua 30, so 30 litre waterproof roll top bag, which will have all of my camping gear, cooking gear and all of that kind of stuff inside. Yeah, so all my camping gear, tent and everything is in one roll top bag. All my wearables and everything else I need will go in the top box, and that's it really. I'll be over there for 4 days, and I think Sunday when I get there at 6:30 a.m. hopefully I'll have had some sleep so I can put the tent up, get settled in, and take the first tour of the island, probably south, and some of the harbour villages around there, and grab a spot of lunch while we're at it. And that'll be day one. Day two, which is the Monday, there is racing, so we'll be heading out on the bike. I think the roads close about 10 a.m. We'll think of a good place to watch the racing from, and we'll head out on the bike, and then mid-afternoon I think the roads open up again, which will allow us back towards the campsite to settle down and get some dinner and things for the evening. And then on the Tuesday, I think it's a non-race day again, so there's kind of a day's racing and a day off in between, so that will give us another day to pretty much do from the west coast, Peel, all the way up around the north, around the mountain, and back down towards the paddock area of the TT. So yeah, probably 3 videos really, but what I want to do is show you a little bit of the island as well, not just the racing. But the whole island comes alive when it's TT time, and there's plenty of spectacles and things happening on the island. So yeah, really highly recommend. The island is magical in itself, so if you've never been, highly recommend get over on the bike, even if it's not in TT times, and go and explore the island. It's a beautiful place. So lots to look forward to. Once we're back from the Isle of Man TT, we'll get through the rest of June, and we're going to go camping in Wales, I think, for a couple of nights on the bike, which will be great. Maybe Scotland I'll try and fit in before I head into Europe. So I booked 10 days off work the beginning of August, and the plan is to head over into Germany, do the Black Forest, which I absolutely loved, so I want to get back there and spend some time, and head down through into Switzerland, down toward Lake Lucerne, then head over. And one place I've never been in my life, which I want to head to on the bike, is Lake Como. So we're going to go over the pass in the south of Italy, I think it's the Stelvio it's called, and then get down into Lake Como, and then from there we might head down to Lucca to see a mate of mine near Pisa in Italy, and then head up either across on a ferry to Corsica and take in that before getting the ferry back towards Nice in the south of France, and then heading back up through France to get back to the UK. So a 10-day trip on my own, so looking forward to it. Peace and quiet, exploring, yeah, just taking in some different scenery. Hopefully the weather will be good at that time of year. So that's my August really, and of course we'll be bringing you along on the journey to Europe and getting in that trip. I'm not sure whether I'm gonna take the tent. I think I will do some camping as well as hotels. It just depends. Sometimes if you've been on the bike all day in the saddle, the last thing you want to do is put a tent up if it's hot as well, and start cooking in a tent. So it's always nice to have a nice hotel and get a nice shower at the end of the day. So we'll see. But yeah, stay tuned for the start of the Isle of Man series when we go over there. Like I say, I'll be running over the bike, how I pack the bike. Some people take panniers, I prefer not to take panniers. As I say, top box, roll top bag, and I'll explain the reasons why I use that setup. Having toured in Europe quite a bit on bikes with panniers and things, there is some negatives around that, so I'll go over that. And then, yeah, we'll be off on the 5th of June over to the Isle of Man, and I do believe Teapot One, if you do watch his channel as well, Bruce is on the same ferry crossing as me, so we might hook up just before the ferry, or possibly on the ferry, or even in the Isle of Man. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna head down, do my chores that I need to do, and we'll catch you on another video soon, guys. So take care, have a fantastic week at work or whatever you're doing, and if you're on a bike, I hope you're getting out there and planning some trips. Things are opening up with COVID now, and it's a little bit easier, so yeah, wish you all a good week, and catch you soon. Cheers, guys, take care.